Right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kieran, and yes, welcome back to another Fallout mod update video. And for those of you who have no idea what is going on, this is a series that covers all the small updates for all the new world mods that I've covered so far on the channel. Basically, this video saves you a lot of time, so that means you do not need to slug through about 20 odd videos to get all your news. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive right in. To start off the video, we have Badlands, who have a ton of new information over on their Discord. But before we talk about that, the Badlands team are actually on the hunt for new modders to join their ranks, preferably those who can make custom clothing, in meshes, and shit like that. So if you're interested in joining, I'll leave their Discord down in the description below, and tell them old Bundy sent you. Anyway, first up is actually new information on how the mod will be released and more story details. So like I said in the Badlands video, the mod will be broken up into 5 acts, but the team have also announced that there will be 3 additional DLCs for a mod, which I find a wee bit strange, and also an endgame add-on. I'm guessing the endgame stuff is like post-story content maybe, like Broken Steel, but that's just my guess, that's not actually fact. But yeah, the acts will be titled as such. Act 1, the man with a Pip-Boy. Act 2, the bear, the Merc, and the heart. Act 3, deep forest. Act 4, the tower in the hole. Act 5, the bunker. Then the DLC will be titled as this. DLC 1, the golden gates. Then DLC 2, Vault-Tec calling. And finally, endgame add-on will be called Tales from the Badlands, which I really like that name, by the way. It gives me a lot of Tales from the Borderlands vibes. If you haven't played that game, go play it. Do yourself a favour. Each act will feature 1 or more towns, and will be completely playable from start to finish. There is a ton of descriptions for each act, so if you want to read up more about the story, I really do suggest going into the About Badlands section on their Discord, because you will get a ton of information, so much that I really cannot add it in this video. It can be its own video entirely. Also got a ton of brand new concept art from the mod, and I must admit it is looking very suave indeed. If that's even a word. Is suave even a word? Is that even a thing? Must admit the concept art does remind me a lot of this post-apocalyptic game that came out not so long ago called Kenshi, which again I know I keep firing these recommendations about, but you really should play that game as well if you're that sort of like post-apocalyptic sim fan. Some of the other art that was also released give me a western vibe with this bartender and dancer looking lady. Looking like something you would get straight out of Red Dead or like just a spaghetti western. Even with the work in progress pictures, you can already tell that this mod is leaning more towards that Wild West style. The progress in the mod is looking great so far, and I cannot wait to see what comes of Badlands. Ah, the capital Wasteland. Now this mod is something every Fallout fan should be looking forward to. Unless you hated Fallout 3, then you probably won't like this, but still, you should be checking it out. This team have been bloody mental and have been working away tirelessly on this mod. The amount of progress that has been done so far is just absolutely insane. They even released like a mod roadmap, but similar to how Bethesda have been doing the same with the Fallout 76 DLC batches. In this roadmap we have Lamprey Floaters, which are creatures that were actually in the original Fallout 3 concept art, which I did not know actually. I haven't really took a peek at Fallout 3 concept art in a long wee while, so I might actually go back and look at that. The Merc outfit pack, because you know, if you want to dress up as a Merc, there you are. The Institute Centaurs, which look absolutely horrifying. The Capital Wasteland pack. The beautiful Ghoul Mask, which, if you've watched a few of my videos before, you know I love the Ghoul Mask. Fallout 3's original Behemoths, just in case you want a wee reskin. And finally, everyone's favourite Capital Wasteland super mutant, Fawkes. All these mods can be downloaded right now over on the Nexus, so if you want to try them out, go over there, download them. You don't need to download any other side mod to get them to work, it's completely standalone. Go check them out. So the team over at Fallout 4 New Vegas have been quite busy, and recently, being the complete opposite of the Capital Wasteland, we got a fuck ton of previews of the landscapes and the characters. Characters like old Boone, Raoul, I don't know how to say his name, and this chick who I can never remember the name of. We even get a few screenshots of geckos, which are some of my favourite creatures in Fallout, to be honest. I don't know, they seem a lot, I think they're up there with like Deathclaws of just how iconic they look, you know? I can just remember the creepy bastards fucking legging it towards you. Breathing fire. Not good. With the screenshots, they also released the main theme music for the mod, which, if you haven't noticed already, has actually been playing in the background. So if you want to hear what that sounds like in all its glory, then here you are. Moving on, we get various landscape shots of the new and improved Mojave Wasteland, which look really good, really good, especially the ones that are located in the quarry filled with death claws. Those look especially fun. But if you think the screenshots stop there, oh no, there is more to come. Camp Searchlight is looking rather grim here with the glowing ferals cutting about. Now Prim, on the other hand, is looking, again, rather suave if I say so myself, Vicky and Vance Casino being the main highlight of course. Here's a few showing off the Gamora sign and also Vault 22, both being quite cool, but to be honest I really cannot wait to see how the New Vegas strip looks, because I can imagine it just being truly incredible, especially with Fallout 4's visuals, especially... Oh, that's my dog barking. Especially with Fallout 4's modded visuals, like mine. You can also download a dog meat replacer mod for New Vegas' Rex, so, you know, if you don't like the traditional dog meat and you miss old Rex, then you can get him downloaded. Also, before I leave New Vegas, they released a mod recently which allows you to pet any doggo in the game. Yeah, you should probably download that one, for immersion reasons, of course. One reason why I'll always keep an eye out on the Fallout London Discord is because of their amazing concept art. Like, look at this for example, it's a fucking postbox robot thing. It looks so bloody cool. The London team haven't shown much in terms of the new world space, but again they have been releasing a lot of concept art. Here they show off a character named Mad Jack who has been living out of a gym after falling through its roof in a failed suicide attempt. Next we get a look at the leader of the 5th Columnists, Eve Varney, who is always planning to obtain more power and control. Of course, since we are in London, we will be getting the appropriate attire. For me, I'm personally looking forward to getting the Royal Guard looking outfit. Cannot wait to see all the bandits and all that just kind of out with these sort of clothing. It'll be really interesting. And very different, because Fallout 4, Fallout 3, bandits look standard, you know what a bandit looks like, it's fine. Next is a look at the Airborne Reconnaissance and Explore System, Ares for short, which by the way, that's clever, Ares is the god of war by the way, if you haven't played God of War. And Guido, I think that's how you say Guido, a Protectron who is a pamphleteer for the Union. Fallout Miami are back at it again and have recently released their update video for the summer of 2019, where again, you know, they're doing the usual thing, they're showing off more music, they're showing off new concept art, they're showing off assets, and of course screenshots. The lovely screenshots we got are outside of a super duper mart, which by the way, that looks fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie, I do like that one. A very tree Miami beach, a place called Polar Tech, which I'm actually quite interested in that, I really want to learn a wee bit more about that. Next we get some building, yeah, just some building. After that we get inside of said, or just inside of a building, I don't know. A wee swamp looking area, which, again, the swamp, awesome. Way the concept are, we get a mutated Mingo, which looks quite cool, but one part of the video I found very interesting was the returning geckos. Now these geckos will be looking a wee bit different to those shown earlier in the New Vegas mod. The reasoning behind this was that because Fallout 4 took a different art direction with its mutated animals and creatures, the developers of Miami wanted to continue this direction and so changed up the geckos to look a bit more realistic. I do love the work put into the new design. My favourite of the bunch is the poison gecko because, you know, the bluish, I don't know, makes it stand out a wee bit more, makes it, I don't know, I think it just fits the design. I must admit, I think I do still prefer the old New Vegas design to this new one, but you know, oh well, they still look cool, so that's all you can really hope for, really. Next we look at art for the faction called the Dreamers, which if you don't know who they are, they're like these, like Raider type faction that are out their fucking nut. It looks like a bunch of students who just took a fuck ton of shrooms and just played Bioshock and got inspired. But yeah, love the design and very curious how they'll be implemented into the final game. After this we get more simpler stuff like a pre-war bus and some plant life that we'll be seeing around in the mod, but what caught my eye wasn't the cool looking advanced plasma rifle nor the brand new Vertibird. No, it was this little awesome pop and chill concept art. Even though it looks rather simple, it really works and fits quite well with Miami. Cascadia has been pretty quiet, you know, it's the Cascadia things, they never really share much, but they have released 2 new tracks called Building Bridges in Virtue and Vice, so give them a listen, they do sound quite nice, check them out when you have the chance. I also got new screenshots of Empire Wastes, of some new buildings and streets, nice to see it developing smoothly. So that was all the news I gathered from all the mod projects. If I have missed anything, don't be shy and let me know down in the comments below. Now, coming up for those interested in the Fallout mods aspect of my channel, I actually do have videos planned out for projects Fallout Atlanta, Mortar City, and Project Arroyo. Actually, Project Arroyo is the next video I'll be working on, so yeah, stay tuned for that, it's quite cool. Special thanks to my lovely wee patrons KG, Devil, Proxy1 and TG Monster for your continued support over on my Patreon. Thank you guys so much, I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that was me for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. I am recording this quite late into the night, so if I sound a wee bit tired, that is why. I've been doing stuff, I've been thinking about things, I don't know what I'm doing. By the way, again, I do apologise for like the lack of uploads recently. I've just been powering through uni, been doing all that sort of stuff. And yeah, hopefully when I get all these deadlines out of the way, in December, I have a lot of free time in December. So I'm just going to be throwing myself into YouTube, making a fuck ton of YouTube videos, going to be covering a lot of things that I have missed. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to do and trying to work on as much videos as possible over the course of November. I don't know how many uploads I'm going to do this month, but again, it just depends because I do have a lot of deadlines in uni. And I do need to focus on that over this sort of stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you understand. But again, thank you for watching, and I shall see you all later. Bye bye.